Hey guys, Doug with Nomadic Rifleman. So today we're gonna take a quick moment. I did this video yesterday actually, but I didn't like how it turned out, so we're gonna reshoot it. It's gonna be a really simple video, guys. It's gonna be a really simple video, guys. So I don't want to overcomplicate it and make it like way longer than it needs to be. So this will be the introductory video to the Tactical Fieldcraft series, where we're gonna go over some basic sustainment stuff, some position enforcements, things like that, or reinforcements. And some of the considerations out there in the field for conducting fieldcraft to sustain yourself in an environment that is non-permissive or where you have considerations other than sustainment. Okay, so let me clear that off really fast. All right. Anyway, so I've got notes this time because I was getting off track. So basically, we're going to talk about tool consideration and selection in this video. All right. So first, you're going to be wanting to realize a need, okay? I have a need for a tool, okay? And then you're going to need to develop an idea of what kind of capacity you need for that tool, i.e., are you working up some kindling to do a quick small fire in a Dakota fire pit so that you can heat up some food because you need to eat or you just killed game or something like that? Or are you setting up for a full night of sustainment with a fire in negative 30 degrees, you know? Obviously, there's going to be some wiggle between those two needs in the type and size the type, size, and type. Anyway, there'll be some discrepancy there between the types of tools you might select and the type of weight you're willing to get hit with to carry that sustainment stuff for you, right? Next, after you've realized the need and the capability that you need, you're going to determine what is appropriate considering your size and weight constraints. Your SAWC, which is another acronym from Nut and Fancy. I use a lot of those because they're pretty effective acronyms. So, what are your SAWC constraints? And given the need and capabilities you need, what are you willing to get pinged on for your size and weight constraints? And what capabilities do you have as far as distribution of that weight of equipment throughout your element, right? If you have 5 people and you're carrying 5 tools, guess what? You just found out your distribution, didn't you? Then you have your noise, light, and sight considerations. Obviously, you need to be pushing out security while you're working and rotating that work around so that everyone's sharing the work. You need to make sure that security is giving you feedback on. Sorry about the shaky camera, by the way. I broke my selfie stick, so I can't set it up on the tripod anymore. I cut out a notch stick yesterday, but I don't feel like doing that right now because it's chilly. Anyway, so you need to determine your size. I'm sorry, not your size. Your noise, light, and sight considerations, right? You don't want to be just flailing tools around, creating all kinds of ruckus without any considerations going into that. Doesn't mean that you have to sit there and be completely still while you wield an axe. Obviously, that's not realistic. But putting out an LPOP to maintain an idea and feedback on your noise signature, as well as having security out there so that way you're not getting caught with your pants down, so to speak. And then use that security to your advantage, rotate out your people, and that leads us into our next point, proficiency development, right? So obviously, if you're using something like an axe, you need people to be proficient in the safe use of an axe, as well as the maintenance of the axe. And whoever you select that's going to go out and build that proficiency up to the highest level, he needs to take that proficiency and then cross-train the rest of the people in the element so that he's not the only one getting stuck with axe duty, so to speak, okay? And then if something happens to him, if he was to become a casualty, you want to have that information secured throughout your element, not just in one SME, right? Or subject matter expert, right? So that's basically it, guys. And that's basically the entire process you need to go through to select your equipment. All right, you need to determine that there's a need for a certain level of capability, determine what you're willing to bring and what you're able to support out in the field. Consider your, go through and find your needs, find out what level of capability you need with those needs, find out what your system can support, make sure it's being distributed properly. My glasses are dirty. That's gross. I need to clean those. Make sure those are being distributed properly. Make sure you're managing your noise, light, and sight considerations so that you're not breaking, noise and light discipline. And then make sure that the people that are using the tools are properly proficient in them and that someone is observing and making sure that the people are efficient, so you don't have any unnecessary casualties. All right, as far as the noise considerations, we're going to roll in a clip right here. Here, that's going to demonstrate some of the differences between a crosscut using a saw, an axe, and a knife, just to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about. Obviously, that noise isn't going to just stop inside of your perimeter. It's going to carry throughout, you know, the environment you're in. You want to make sure you're doing something to manage that. Okay, we'll go into through the series. We'll go into how we manage that, or how I manage it, and then if you guys have further questions, we will we'll address them. Right. All right, guys. Hopefully this has been a helpful little start to the video, or to the series. We're going to be going into a number of things. If there's anything you want to see covered, please drop me an email. My email is nomadicrifleman@gmail.com, same as the channel. Or you can reach me on Facebook at the Nomadic Rifleman Accountability Facebook group, okay? So make sure you guys are getting out there and developing that proficiency. Make sure you're developing the knowledge and this experience so you can make these decisions of what you need based on reality and not just your thoughts and opinions, right? All right, guys. If you've enjoyed this, if it's been helpful, please share, like, subscribe, all that fun YouTube jazz. And again, this has been Nomadic Rifleman, because everywhere deserves good and capable riflemen. You all have a blessed day.